system of justice like we have right now. You just see that with Hillary Clinton. I mean, think of it. Think of it. Think of it. She deletes 33,000 emails after getting a subpoena from the United States Congress, and she has no trouble. And in your community, you know what you're going through. Can you imagine if you did that? Can you imagine if I did that? I think they'd reinstitute the electric chair. Forget about you. How about me? Would I be in trouble? It is so unfair. It is so unfair that she's even allowed to run for the office of president. And then you probably read $675,000 went to the wife of the head of the FBI who was in charge of the investigation to her campaign. No, is this too hard to believe? I mean, went to the head of the FBI's wife who was in charge of the investigation of the Hillary Clinton email scandal. And then you wonder, gee, I wonder why she got off. That is a serious, horrible thing. Look, it's a horrible thing. It's not even believable. I have people, great lawyers, they can't even believe what's happening. The best evidence of unequal justice is that Hillary Clinton could violate so many laws, bleach and delete her 33,000 emails, and especially after the subpoena from Congress, lie to Congress, lie to the FBI, put her national security at grave risk. I mean, our national security was put at unbelievable risk with what she was doing, and not even face so much as a minor fine. Now think of it, a major general, a man 4-star general, that's about the top. General James Cartwright lied one time to the FBI, and he probably did it. He did it, in my opinion, for national security reasons. And he may go to jail for a 5-year sentence. Think of it, 5 years. He may go to jail for 5 years. One time to the FBI, she lied, looks like hundreds of times. Hundreds. Hey, how about you couldn't remember 39 times? Well, each one of those 39 was a lie, right? Equal justice also means the same rules for Wall Street. The Obama administration never held Wall Street accountable. We will also police our streets, have to make our streets safe. I want every poor African-American child to be able to walk down the street in peace and not be scared and not be hurt. The problem is not the presence of police, but the absence of police. We need really a great group of people to keep you safe, to keep us all safe, to keep us all safe. You know, the murder rate in the United States, I don't know if you know this, because the press never talks about it, is the highest it's been, think of this, in 45 years. Nobody knows that. The murder rate, highest it's been in 45 years. I will invest in training and funding both local and federal law enforcement operations to remove the gang members, drug dealers, and criminal cartels from our neighborhoods. The reduction of crime is not merely a goal, it's a necessity for all of us. We will get it done. The war on police urged on by my rival is really reckless. What's happening is reckless and dangerous and puts African-American lives at risk. And all you have to do is look at the statistics and you see what's happening. We must work with our police, not against them. We're going to work together. And we're going to have an amazing relationship because, you know, everybody wants the same thing. We all really want the same thing. Our immigration, that is my policy on immigration, is so simple. We will restore the civil rights of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and all Americans by ending illegal immigration. And yes, we will build the wall. We will build the wall. And we're going to stop the inflow, the massive inflow of drugs, which is coming into your community more than any community, but coming into your community and poisoning our youth and poisoning many other people, but poisoning our youth. I will reform visa rules to give American workers preference for jobs, and I will suspend reckless refugee admissions from terror-prone regions that cost taxpayers hundreds of billions of dollars. A portion of the massive amounts of money saved by enforcing our laws and suspending refugees will be reinvested in our inner cities. Don't forget, many of these refugees are coming from Syria and other parts of the world. We don't know where they're from, who they are, what their thought process is, and they're being let in by the thousands and thousands and thousands. And Hillary Clinton wants to allow a 550% increase over what President Obama is allowing. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. This is the story of the Trojan horse. This is your second Trojan horse guaranteed. And I can tell you right now, it's not happening, not with me. It will be ended. It will be ended. That will be ended. We have enough problems in our country. It's time to help the American citizens who have become refugees in their own country. Infrastructure will be another. My contract calls for $1 trillion in infrastructure investment, of which the inner cities will be a major beneficiary. We need something done. It's so bad. You look at your roads and you look at your everything. You look at your schools and hospitals.